welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the economy of the most developed city of Canada, Toronto, and why Toronto is an important economic hub of the world, and why Toronto is the most developed city of Canada. So, if you want to know, um, stay tuned. And so, let's start this video without any further delay. Before moving ahead, first I will discuss about the economy of Toronto. The economy of Toronto is the largest contributor to Canadian economies. It's contribute about 20% to Canada's national GDP, and it is an important economic hub of the world. Toronto is the commercial, distribution, financial and industrial center of Canada, and it is a banking and stock exchange center of Canada. Ontario's wealth of raw material and hydroelectric power have made Toronto a primary center of industry. The area of Toronto produces about more than 50% of Canada's manufactured goods. The economy. Let's talk a little about the history of Toronto. Toronto is located on the northwestern shore of Lake Ontario. The economy grew based on the settlement of Ontario. During the 19th century, Toronto became the center of railway and a supplier of goods to Ontario. Toronto saw a large economic boom after the Second World War when immigrants, especially from war-documented area, chose to settle the area. Toronto grew at a faster rate than other great cities of Canada. It surpassed Montreal in the 1970s. The area around Pearson Airport, the most busiest airport of Canada, has become one of the greatest industrial areas. The further growth in the Toronto area gave rise to Quebec separatism, whose extent of influence is still backlash by some peoples who argue that its effect was exaggerated by the English media. During the 1970s, the Quebec Liberal Party enacted a series of French language laws which were perceived as unfavorable towards English language businesses and English speaking Montreals. Some of the former and a number of people subsequently relocated to Toronto, where French proficiency is not necessity for business or employment. Toronto itself has diversified into service-based industries. It is a center of Anglophone media industry in Canada, and the advertising industry, the entertainment industry, the fashion industry, the communication and technology industry, the retail industry, and the center of financial industry in Canada. The area is a large site of computer software development. The Toronto has become the site of many headquarters of companies which have their primary activities elsewhere, such as mining and real estate, which need to stay close to the center of finance. As Toronto developed, it has also developed its tourism industry, developing attractions such as Toronto Eaton Centre, Rogers Centre, Scotiabank Arena, Roy Thomson Hall, Art Gallery of Ontario, Ripley's Aquarium, and most notably the CN Tower, though it is a communication tower. As the businesses and the financial capital of the country and one of the world's largest financial center, Toronto hosts the Toronto Stock Exchange, which is the third largest stock exchange in North America by market capitalization and ninth in the world. In the 2020 Global Financial Center Index, Toronto was ranked as the 31st most competitive financial center in the world. The financial service sector such as bank and insurance company contribute about 20% to Toronto's GDP. The Toronto was the first North American exchange to fully employ decimal pricing and one of the first in the world to fully utilize computerized system. Toronto Stock Exchange is the world's largest stock exchange for mining, oil and gas industry and is second in North America in the number of technology listed companies. In 2008, Forbes magazine named Toronto the 10th most powerful economically city in the world, ahead of Madrid, Philadelphia and Mexico City. The city has headquarters of all 5 Canadians' biggest bank, Royal Bank of Canada, Toronto Dominion Bank, Scotiabank, Bank of Montreal, and the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, and was ranked as the safest banking system in the world. Toronto's economy has seen a steady boom in growth because of the number of corporations relocating their headquarters to Toronto area. Toronto is one of the centers of Canada's film and television industries. The city's streets and landmarks are seen in a variety of films mimicking the scenes of American cities such as New York and Chicago. The Toronto is home to a major film studios such as Pinewood Toronto Studios, Cinescape Film Studios, and Revival 629. A major new film studios, Filmfort, started construction in 2006 with first phase opening in 2008 and second phase in 2010, and features the world's largest soundstage in North America at 4,000 square meters. The city also hosts the annual Toronto International Film Festival, which is one of the largest in North America. Toronto Eaton Centre is primary tourist attraction in Toronto with over 47 million visitors per year. Other commercial areas that attract tourists including Pathway Network, the world's largest underground shopping complex, and Estée Lauder's market. The city itself has many unique shopping malls and shopping centers such as Servais Gardens and Fairview Mall. The shopping in Canada has become a major draw for tourists. The Toronto and its immediate area also boast many ethnic shopping malls, the largest of which is Pacific Malls. The Toronto's island is a major draw for tourists, attracting tourists for the beauty of scenery. The CN Tower, Toronto's theatre as well as musical, and Ripley's Aquarium of Canada are magnets for tourists. Toronto is a large hub of Canadian and global technology companies, generating $52 billion in revenue annually. In 2017, Toronto tech companies offered almost 30,000 employment, which is higher than the San Francisco Bay Area, Seattle, and Washington DC. It is the third largest center for technology and communication technology in North America, coming in behind New York and Silicon Valley. With over 168,000 people and 15,000 companies working in Toronto technology sector alone. Toronto has also emerged as Canada's largest biotechnology cluster with over 50,000 of the country. It is the most multicultural city in the world based on the percentage of residents being foreign born, and has many ethnic enclaves from different parts of the world such as Mini Italy, Chinatown, Koreatown, and Greektown. Toronto is home to a number of major league sports and is home to a professional team sport such as Toronto Argonauts, Toronto FC, Toronto Maples, Toronto Blue Jays, and Toronto Wolfpack. Major sport events that take place in Toronto annually, such as Canadian Open for tennis, Honda Indy Toronto, and Toronto Waterfront Marathon. The city also boasts a number of sport event facilities such as Scotiabank Arena, Rogers Centre, and BMO Field. Toronto is home to a variety of commercial and residential real estate developers such as construction, engineering, and architectural companies. Real estate and construction is a major contributor to Toronto's economy. Real estate and construction directly accounted for 18% of Toronto's economy. Major commercial property developers and managers include companies such as Brookfield Properties, Oxford Properties, and Cadillac Fairview. With a well-established condominium construction industry, Toronto is home to a major North American center for multi-unit residential construction. If you found this video informative, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to comment down below, and I will see you at my next video. Bye bye.